All right. All right. So we're live right now. Y'all know the deal. What's up, bitches? It's the Misanthropik One, aka He Who Hungers, back up in this bitch for another interview. I got my people from Ice Cream Koan, which is a dope hip hop collective. I see I'm talking to myself right now. I'm waiting for y'all to pile up in here because these brothers are dope as shit.
We got the bop. We got the bop.
So you got to check these brothers out. Hold on, and let me see if I can send y'all the link real quick.
All right.
Here we go.
Yo, Rinth, let them know. Let them know who you be, man.
Yeah. Start introducing yourselves and
Yeah, 7Rinth, Mystic Anomaly, you know. Yeah.
The Blind Swordsman, you know, half a MOTP, half a Wakazashi Jabberwockies.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, half a Aphonic.
Co-creator of Ice Cream Koan, all that good stuff.
Right. This is one of the mountain masters of our label, man. Legit. Yeah. And I be Morlore Yor, aka Manes the Pharaoh. You know, more people might know me under that name, but this is the guys that I rock right now. One half of Silk Road Gunman, one half of Monsters of the Pond, one half of Collage of Graves, one of the core members of the Basement Dwellers. You know, we've been doing this for a long time, man. What, 12, 14, 15 years now? I guess that's not that long, but it's a long enough time.
Hey, Manes, I sent you the link in on Instagram. Yeah, so you can share that.
All right, let me see.
We got Crate Baptist in this bitch. Yo, and I got a shout out to my brother Crate because he was the one that put me onto y'all, to be honest.
What up, Crate Baptist? Good
dude.
Man.
Yeah. Big ups to Crate, man. I think we both done some work for him that is coming through.
Yeah, he just said, getting both these cats on the Crate album.
Yeah.
You gotta send that my way, Crate. Learning to Fish was good. Bad Drugs Are Good. What's up, man? I love that name, man. Yo, upvote my shit so people will see this on the feed.
Yeah. So I shared it. I'm not able to click the link right now, but I shared it. So if it's live on YouTube, then you know, we with the world.
Yeah, I'm talking to the people that are in here right now. People are coming in and coming out, but it's not. Yeah. Okay, Crate, you sharing it. Perfect.
Yo, Rinth, I'll send you that link so you could post it on your Facebook as well, or wherever you want to post it.
Word up, sounds good.
Yeah, so basically I wanted to get y'all out here because again, like I said, Crate was the one that put me onto you guys, particularly 7Rinth when you were known as 7-Armed Labyrinth. And I went and copped all your shit, and then I think Crate Baptist also got me onto a Silk Road Gunman, which put me in familiarity with you, Morlore. So you know, to be honest, that's the only thing I know you from, Morlore. I just went on the links that you sent me, and I seen that you got a bunch of shit under Menace the Pharaoh. So I'm like, fuck, man, now I got to go back and buy.
Yeah, Manes got a crazy back catalog.
Now I got to go back. For a while. And by the way, whoever's watching this right now, I put it all in the description box. So don't be lazy. Get out there, buy some shit. Please support independent, dope hip hop. You know, if I'm saying it, it's fucking dope. All right.
Yo, that's love, man. Yeah, so Morlore Yor is I guess I've only done a couple projects under this alias, you know, Morlore from the days of yore, because you know, Poison Flowers, Anubis Doji, Okami Ghost Hack, whatever you know him by. He always split my style into two different categories, and whenever I would work with him, I'd be Morlore, much more kind of you know, madness, opiated kind of
that's
degenerate.
kind of what Gosak does with everyone. When
Yeah.
you're with him, you kind of get pulled into his world a little bit, and then
yeah, that's actually perfect. That's anybody who's ever been in that cipher knows, that something happens when you connect with the co-leader of the koan. Something happens. But as Manesta Pharaoh, I've been making music for a long time, and like Rin said, it is quite a deep back catalog. So yeah, I look forward to you getting to listen to it because it is similar to Morlore in a sense. Like it's not ultimately different, but there is a very audible difference in the rhyme schemes and kind of the content. So it's some people like me as Maness more, some people like me as Morlore more. So it's whatever floats your airship.
All right, so we got Nominal Butchery in this bitch, aka Prometheus.
Yep, promo, no doubt. Much respect to my Canadian Cold North brethren. Absolutely.
Yeah. Straight back, this says big up Okami Ghost Hack. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Yeah, man.
Ghost Hack is a genius, man, behind the Koan, for real.
Yeah, I gotta say though, man, with the Silk Road, with the whole Ice Cream Koan shit, I love that fucking. I was thinking about it this morning, like how am I gonna approach this interview or talk or whatever. And I was like, yo, that whole Asian Japanese, I guess you would call it like a Japanese influence. That shit is fucking ill, bro. I love that shit. And like when I was going onto your Instagram, Ines, and I saw that you're into some of the films as well, like all that crazy shit.
Takashi Miike, baby. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude. I saw you posted fucking Ichi the Killer. Yeah, I still, believe it or not, yo, I still have not seen that shit to this day. I have to see it.
It is
hardcore, right?
I think it's quite relatable to the music we make, just in the sense that it is complete and utter madness. Like it's in the end, I don't even know if there is truly a story there. I don't know if there was a scroll actually written or what, but absolutely. Both me and Rinth and the plethora of the koan are into kind of that madness. I know
I'm not huge on Miike. I mean, I still gotta dive into his catalog, but I was never like that huge on him. But he's tight for sure. I watched some of his shit like Yakuza Apocalypse. And
it's a very, very acquired taste.
I just don't like gore that much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's his specialty. What's funny is I just got my hands on one of his latest films called, I believe it's called 13. Yeah, right there. I got it right here. 13 Assassins, and apparently it's one of his more serious and kind of streamlined movies, and apparently it's one of the illest like samurai flicks of all time. So I'm looking forward to watching that because most of his shit is very cerebral and kind of hard to follow. Like and then he's got joints like Visitor Q, which like I don't even know what it's about. There's some seriously foul shit in it that you like literally shit. There's some seriously foul shit that I'm not really too captivated by that, but some of his movies I really find to have a very special tone to them.
Yeah, dude, because I'm big into a lot of that shit. Because especially now more than ever, because I think you follow me. I'm very opinionated when it comes to a lot of shit, particularly Hollywood. And it's getting so recycled that I find myself stuck in the past. You know what I mean? And like one of my favorite movies in that whole genre is Story of Ricky, legendary movie. I know you guys had to have heard of that.
I got it right here. Yo, Rinth,
there you go.
Rinth, you've seen it, Rinth. You haven't seen the movie. You haven't seen the movie, but you've seen GIFs. It's like the ones where like Buddy. I mean, this is kind of generic, but like there's mad GIFs of like Buddy like punching holes in people and like blowing up people's heads with hand claps and shit. Yo, you definitely seen you've seen the gifs or the gifs or whatever they're called. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you it. It's definitely all gore though. It's all gore, so I don't know how you
The
feel
Bugle
about it.
Daily. What's good? Ichi the Killer is nuts. He's as crazy as the Menace Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
The Bugle Daily. Yo, oh my god, how am I forgetting that dude's name? What's
the Avatar?
Yeah.
Oh, J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. Yo, and he's got the old Spider-Man on there. That was classic.
Yeah, dude. But Story Ricky, that pushed me down the rabbit hole. That movie is forever in my heart. It's hilarious as fuck to sit and watch. So I just, any chance I get, I try to watch some of these movies. The last one I watched was last year, though. Like, I haven't been that heavy on it, but you guys might know the name of it. It's the one where there's a scientist that wants to get revenge on a group of elites that they're like necrophiliacs or whatever. So he trains this one girl to be a martial artist or whatever, and he basically has to put her in a state of death so she can go into the base or whatever, this desert base where they fuck all these dead bodies, and she hides a gun inside her guts or whatever, so that way when she comes in and she she gets up or revives herself, she can go and kill everybody in there. I forget the name of it. It's very, very disturbing, but I had to watch it.
Yo, that sounds like a pretty deep cut,
Yo,
no pun intended.
Yo, I got you on this is why I say I don't know if y'all ever fuck with, what am I thinking of, like Suicide Club and what else? Noriko's Dinner Table. Those are two titles you should check out if you like bugged out Japanese ridiculous shit. Those are some like legendary cuts. I
thought you were gonna bring up Kaneko or however you pronounce it.
Shut up.
Okay.
There's things that I don't want people to know. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I gave you what I just gave you, because you asked me my influences. Like, I don't really want to tell you a lot because I say certain things, but I don't want people to know. So
I just committed a felony, man. I just got
All right, we got what's up, Mars Gate.
I'm gonna get some jail time for that one. What's up, Mars? Yo, you want to talk about important people, man? That's my girl right there. She's
she a legend.
She a legend, man. She's just as legendary as we are. You know what I mean? She's been riding with us since basically the very beginning. And most artwork from Misanthropik, if not all, most of it has been done by her. So a lot of the album covers you're gonna see on the Basement Dwellers Bandcamp, she has created for us. So yeah, peace and blessings to the legendary Mars Gate. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the Bugle Daily. Yeah, I seen Versus a while back. Yeah. You guys seen that one? Versus?
Versus, I have seen that. Me and Ghostak watched that at the Koan Mansion, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to write those. Well, I'll rewatch this this video myself because y'all gave me some shit to watch.
I got a couple more. Let me just gaze into my collection here and give you something to watch.
Yo, let me say something too. Just to touch on the whole Asian influence thing. For me, the reason why I fuck with it is just because it's so bizarre. The language literally looks like alien glyphs to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like very, very strange, so it kind of just does something, it's just, I don't know, that's
No, I feel you. I mean, I'm into drawing and shit like that. One of my good friends, he taught himself Japanese, so he knows how to write kanji and all that stuff. So it's a very difficult language, very, very distinct culture, which I appreciate. I don't even have the patience to learn fucking Japanese, bro. I do appreciate the culture, but dude, when it comes to that, like the only language learning that I'm really deep into is Spanish. Like I could speak Spanish, but as far as Japanese, my friend, he's one of my influences that got me back into learning Spanish because I picked it up a long time ago and then I left it alone. And then when I saw he was deep into Japanese, I was like, fuck this, I gotta pick up my Spanish again. And I'm deep into that.
I got 2 touchstones for that. First is that my father is from Bogota, Colombia. So
Okay.
Spanish has always been something that's been around me, but I'll tell you right now that I know none of the language. So, you know, yeah, another felony. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can understand it.
Wow, honestly, fuck that comment, Admiral Crumple. Get the fuck out of here.
Whoa, yo, who's
keep, that's cool, Admiral Crumple. I heard like one song from that dude. That dude sound like a clown to me.
Yo, he is a clown. Yo, that's a diss, man.
But the thing is, I said that. What's up, Corporal? The thing is, I said that in I don't want to. Who's cool with just a lot? What is it, Rinth? You or I saw?
Yeah. I got a song with Just that's supposed to come out at some point.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I Matthias, this dude's funny.
We're gonna have to air him out, man.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna have to air you out, Matthias. You know.
Yeah. No, but I was like, yo, because Just was asking me.
Nah, you cool, man. You cool. My fault.
And I was just like, yeah. I was like, yo, I'm not a fan of Crumple or whatever. And Crumple kind of felt some type of way, but I guess he understood what I was saying. I was like, yo, I don't know. I'm not a fan of your shit, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to catch no more, bodies, but like. That dude, I don't know if I should be saying this, but that dude does not represent Canada whatsoever. You know, like, come on, man. But you know what? He is legendary in his own status. Absolutely. The fact that
he has views. I mean, listen, hey,
we all know about him. I've known about him for years and years and years.
Yes. He's doing something, so whatever.
Maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know. You know,
yo, he's doing something. He's definitely, getting more views than us. But I'm gonna say I don't know why.
I just started a beef.
We're just starting beef. So,
hey, come on, dude. Nah, no beef. Man.
Nah, all peace, man. All love. We're very humble people, man, and a lot of the shit we say is in jest. You know, so no offense, man, to nobody.
So as far as the hip hop shit, this is a
Yo, sorry, I wanted to bring it back. I had a second touchstone. And that was in grade 10. I took Japanese,
right,
and I dropped out in about 3 weeks because there's a couple reasons. One, because me and my homie went to it just so we could chill. We thought it would be kind of a class that we could vibe in. Absolutely not. Teacher split us up right away. Yep. And she put me right beside some dude that constantly smelled like cat piss. Like I know that's a bit, whatever, explicit, but man, I feel like he lived in one giant, cat tree or something like that. It was horrendous. And the language itself is very hard. It is. And so I dropped out. So I had second period free, so I just get high all the time.
Jesus Christ.
It's horrible.
Oh man. But on the hip hop shit, a lot of people that follow me and me particularly, this is one of my favorite questions to ask MCs. What are your influences? That's what I keep slicing myself in half. What are your influences that forced you into this shit?
I'll just say, like, most recently, like, plants, like, I've been feeling like, yo, listen, I've been feeling like, all right, so, like, psychedelics and shit like that. I'm gonna tell you, like, I was like, yo, like, back in the day, I used to practice Buddhism and stuff like that, right? And I was kind of, like, really just, like, leveling up, like, on another level and shit. But lately, I feel like literally like my consciousness is being taken over by nature. Like it's just like I don't even have like a say in it anymore. Like it's kind of just like taking me, So just as far as a recent influence, that's what I'll say.
Yeah. My recent influence is Weeping Willows for sure. Nah. Okay. Yeah,
I
you
love
with
them
me?
from
Yo,
Willow
I
Tree.
used to have one in my backyard, and those things were like fucking whips, man. My brother would like rip them off the tree and come after me, man. My parents cut that down real quick.
Yo, matter of fact, I'll tell you, I got an unreleased solo album that's under an alias that is Willow Tree, and I was telling you about that, so you should know that. I
I
don't know
do know
why
that.
I don't know why I was like that, you know.
Yeah,
But
I forgot. So that's an amazing occurrence right there.
yeah,
As
it's like 7Rinth like possessing a willow tree or something like that. 'Cause I made a track that just like I made up my own language with it, and then that's what it was. So I don't know if it'll ever drop, but it's like mega ill, like on its own shit. So we'll see.
Well,
as far as
you gotta drop that.
yeah, he will. Man,
Yeah,
we both got endless amounts of crates.
Yeah, dude.
People who don't MC don't really realize that well, for us anyways, the hardest part isn't writing the shit. It is like engineering it and getting it to be like to our standards and listenable and just like to have the effect on the populace. Because I mean, I've got like no lie, probably like 300 unreleased songs. Okay. And some of them are just like, it's because they're lacking quality. I just can't release them now that our quality is at the state that it's in. And then others are just like, they just require a lot of work. And so, man, our crates go deep. But and that's my mission though, is to get all that material out in the end. Because what's the purpose of it?
Well, you're to be honest, for me personally, your lo-fi shit is where it's at. So it doesn't need to be top notch at all.
I feel that,
because I'm a huge mark when it comes to that. I love fucking lo-fi. I gotta say, man.
I'm gonna tell you just a little bit of the history to Koan if I could like go through it. Basically, because it all started with lo-fi and 404 shit. Because about like 10, 12 years ago, I discovered Poison Flowers. My mom was fucking blown, and then I hit him up, and then through Flowers, I discovered Maness, and through Flowers, I also discovered Stranded. Stranded is another super legendary member of the Koan. I don't know if you're familiar with his work, but
he's a legend, man. See your swords. See your swords.
Special humans. Gotta get up on strand shit. But anyways, so basically, yeah, it all started with the 404 shit, right? And then it all evolved from that, and that's what it is. I've been on the 404 for like, I don't know how long. It's 10 years, 12 years.
Longer, man. Time passes, and we just kind of exist in this like time capsule. I think it's longer than that, yo. Like, really.
We've been working together now for like 12 years or something. Since I was 18 or something.
Yeah, because I've been saying we've been working together for 10 years for like 3 to 5 years, like so. So, but yeah, to circle back on my influences, they're gonna be pretty generic, like this in the sense of like what a lot of us grew up listening to. But
that's what I wanted you to elaborate on that, like as far as like rap influences,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So initially, this is going to be funny to some people, but I think that if you're kind of aware of my earlier work, it would make a little bit of sense. But some of the first MCs that I ever got really deep into was the Rhymesayers crew. So like Atmosphere, Brother Ali, Doom when he was on Rhymesayers. But it's like some of my earliest, and I can't really listen to Atmosphere or Brother Ali anymore. I don't know why. I was reading some post on it recently about other people kind of saying that it didn't age well, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. But yeah, I look at music as a time capsule, and it holds emotions in it. So there's certain music that we've listened to through our timeline that maybe holds pain or happiness or what have you, and some of those memories you don't want to revisit. And so maybe that's kind of the thing for me. But I kind of started there, and then I found out about, obviously, rest in peace to the greatest MC, MF Doom. And but one of the biggest changes in my life, and I'm going to shout out my man Bronze Feet, aka the Mason from the Basement Dwellers. We grew up together, and he came to me one day, and we had known each other, but we'd never really, kind of vibed, and we figured out that we both really loved hip hop. And he goes, "Yo, I got something for you." And he came over one day with a milk crate, and I'm not even fronting when I say, like, people talk about how they always put vinyl in milk crate. Yo, this dude came over with a milk crate full of CDs, and every single CD was Wu-Tang or Wu-Tang affiliated. So my knowledge on the Wu-Tang and the Killer Bees is absolutely, it is to the depths, and it is all because of my man. And that's when I got introduced to some of my biggest influences in hip hop, which is like Bronze Nazareth, Killer Priest, Sons of Man, just like these deep cuts in the Wu-Tang, fucking hive, that it just blew my mind that this one group could have so much output. And obviously, as the years went on, there was a lot of fakes and a lot of people just stealing the symbol and this, that, and the third. But at that point in time, it wasn't too abundant. And so I was literally given like 100 CDs of all music I never heard. And I went through every one of them one by one. And I think that was the defining moment when I realized how powerful and what hip hop could really be, was digging into those trenches, man. Because like Killer Priest has like 15 fucking albums, you know, like obviously not at that time. I think his latest album at that time was Behind the Stained Glass or The Offering. But it was just like, it was absolutely mind blowing to me. And I realized that was the sound that I loved. I loved the knowledge mixed with the ruggedness, mixed with all the lore and all the slang. Like Ghostface is one of my favorite MCs of all time, and it's because the dude in older eras, still to this day, but in the 90s, he was speaking tongues basically. Like you were like I would be opening up the Wu-Tang manual trying to figure out what the fuck this dude was saying. It was just it was mind altering to me. So that was one of my biggest influences. And then I got to give a shout out, as my brother said, me and Poison Flowers met actually on the Wu-Tang Corp forums run by Silver Rings. So that's when I started realizing that there was this well of creators, and it was kind of before, like everyone does hip hop now, man. Everyone and their mama can rhyme. I know that's a fucking played out statement, but it's true.
Yeah, it is true.
And this was a time when it wasn't as prevalent. It was easy to record, but it wasn't as easy as it was today. And I got to dig into all these kind of like MCs that were like in the same position as I was in this like underground sector, man. And I'll give a shout out to a couple of my people like Maximus the Mantis. I can't even really think of anybody right now, but just that's a big one. And just it was just this collective of minds that wanted to create. And at that point, man, we were some of the, this might be an audacious claim, but we were some of the first people that started releasing digital albums as full packages, like front cover, back cover, track listing, like credits, like ID3 tagged and shit. So if you were to download our music, it would go into iTunes and you would have the album covers, you would have all the features, you would have this shit. Whereas like it wasn't really going on at that point. Like the underground obviously existed, but it was like it was just like people posting random tracks or whatever. And Mia Flowers came into this world of like, yo, creation, and we can do this. And it was just such a mind-boggling experience. So like, as far as influences go, also I would have to say a lot of the people that I got to build with and meet on the Wu-Tang Corp forums were very important to my growth. Very important to what you hear today. So I would say on a baseline, those are some of my favorite MCs. I'll just give a shout out to like Cool Keith and DMX and Who else like I hear? You know, just some random names. I listen to all hip hop, man. I love. Wow, that's it. I listen to all old hip hop, man. I really love it. I am a student of the culture, 100%, and it's basically, you know, it's my love. It's the love of my life, no doubt,
man. Yeah, I was gonna say, because just the fact that you guys are a collective alone, that influence of Wu-Tang has got to be there, man. That's what I was thinking when I first discovered Ice Cream Koan, and I was looking at certain things. I was like, oh man, this is fucking heavy shit, you know.
Yo, I just want to say, it can be pronounced either way, but it's pronounced Koan. It is a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a Zen Koan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It has a meaning. I mean, I'm ashamed.
Yeah, it means something. I think it means like a nonsense speaker. I'm saying it's like a word or whatever, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the collective goes, it's, I mean, everyone was influenced by Wu-Tang in one way or another, right. And yeah, it's definitely that was another thing I wanted to bring up is that we kind of, I mean, I don't know, I guess we kind of get boxed into the Japanese type category of lo-fi, but I think that's kind of I think that's kind of like small in the sense of what like really goes on behind the scenes, because like, again, I'm not going to give up no kind of where we get our music and shit from, but it goes much deeper than Japanese culture. It is one of our favorites, but it's definitely something that we have evolved. Like Poison Flowers really evolved some of that lo-fi kung fu shit. Like,
he's pioneer.
He's an absolute pioneer of that shit. But we want to grow above just that. Well, we have, but we want people to know that it's more than just that sector. But don't worry, like we'll always have those influences, and you'll always hear that in our music. Right. But it's bigger than that in a sense. We be fucking sampling old cereal commercials from the Soviet Union,
I'll say just for the Koan, to me, if you're gonna make like any kind of Wu-Tang comparison, to me, Gosak is like the RZA of the Koan, basically. Because I came through and it was my idea to start a label, and then I came to Flowers because that's just my done, and I was like, yo, let's create a label together. And then he just knew what he wanted, and Flowers also hadn't released a lot of music at the time, and still kind of his his peak, he doesn't have as much material out, as maybe he should, so he just knew what he wanted, what I mean? So a lot of this was his ideas. He just had a whole bag of shit, and just years and years of content. And so, and then he kind of took the reins in a lot of way for the Koan, he knew what he wanted, he knew who he wanted on it, but yeah, that's,
like he knew, like when Rinth says that, he knew exactly who he wanted on it. Like he had this like Justice League team built in his head from years and years and years ago.
Yeah, that's what he told me. Yeah,
like he knew who he wanted on it. Like he wanted Majin, he wanted Rinth, he wanted me, he wanted Stranded, he wanted Anti the Decimator. Like he knew.
He downplay Funeral, Zod the Immortal, Stranded, Sake from the UK.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm forgetting anybody. But.
Yeah, we might be forgetting someone, but they know it's love. But like, yeah, he had this team, and Papyrus, rest in peace. He always wanted him to be part of the team, but he passed away a while back now. Actually, the song "Sleepy Boxing" on Granville 31 is a dedication to Papyrus. If anyone wants to check that out, it's a really special song. I know it meant a lot to Doji. So. And he was saying that he was actually talking to some of Papyrus's people, so he might be getting, some unheard verses to.
Monk's Hood. Let's not forget Monk's Hood.
Oh my God! The backbone of the Koan is Monk's Hood.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ace Gauntlet, aka Dr. Hitaki.
Yeah, no, I said him.
Did you say him? Oh, my bad. But yeah, Monk's Hood, man, the backbone of this whole shit. No doubt.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, dude. Shit. Oh, and Poison Flowers. I know you're gonna watch this. I got that shit. I got something for it. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to put it out there, but I got something for it. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
He's probably sitting there like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yo, beep. We talking in Morse code right here, man. We can decode the transmissions. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about. But, but I don't like people. It happened to me before. Certain people get a cock block and get in my business. So,
hey man, take care of you and yours first.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir. Yeah. Anti the
Decimator. He locked up. He in the belly of the beast again, man. But you know he's always in our hearts, man.
I was gonna ask because I saw a thing on Instagram of him rapping. I think Poison Flowers posted it, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this dude shit, and I haven't heard anything.
So Anti's got a very rich history. So what that video that you saw was Ghost Hack going to I won't say where, but going to visit Anti the Decimator and record a whole album with him, which is for those who know is fucking legendary. And because the dude is like he's all of our elder, you know what I mean? Like he's the OG. Anti the Decimator, some people know him, but for those that don't, he was one of the members that would be with War Cloud and aka Holocaust crew. So any shit that you know hear back in the day with Pro the Leader, Holocaust, you'd either see Roadblock or Anti the Decimator on there, and you know this dude has been around. One of our favorite MCs, big time, man. And so to have him on board is legendary. And he hasn't really released a lot of music since those days, and we wanted to make sure that his art doesn't go unheard. So I mean, I think he's got like 3 features on the upcoming Opium Dens album, which is a piece of art that me and Poison Flowers. This is before he was Doji, before he was Ghost Hat.
Yo, real quick, we forgot White Lotus. So
White Lotus, yo,
into the Koan. All due respect to White Lotus, that dude's really.
Someone said that. Someone mentioned that in the chat.
How could we forget, man? White Lotus is another cultivator of the arts, man. He's been around for a very long time. Legendary in the circles of underground hip hop. Another Cold North Barbarian as well. Another one of my brothers. Yeah, White Lotus is a special dude, yo. That motherfucker can produce and rhyme his ass off. Those who know. So nice, good mention, Rinth, for sure. But yeah, you know, I got some features from Anti coming out. I know he's on Wakizashi. He's got the EP coming with Flowers. So, you know, he may be locked up, but he's gonna get out and he's gonna go to the Koan mansion, and we're gonna make sure that you know the world hears that motherfucker, man, because he's so dope.
Yeah, I was.
Are you still talking about Lotus?
No, I was talking about Anti.
Oh, Anti, yeah, Anti's sick. He got a project coming out soon.
Yeah,
I'm on that. I think it might be almost entirely produced by Wakizashi.
Yo, my dog's freaking out. Yeah. I was gonna say at some point I might have to like dip out just for a second so my dogs don't kill somebody or kill somebody else. But yeah, it's you know they'll I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna calm them down.
Yeah,
Rinth, hold the airship down.
I got it.
Yo, Rinth, I gotta say, out of all the dudes, like I'm probably familiar with you the most.
Okay.
Because I went and saw your shit, and I listened to that a couple times. When I did, you know, all the what is it? Your what was it? You had a bit. What was the demo one that you had?
The demo of Floating Mansion or
Floating Mansion. You had the something Shinjuku Spiral.
Shinjuku Spiral.
Got that. Yeah. Fucking A. I love your material. Again, I'm a
Thank
sucker
you.
for the lo-fi shit. So anytime your shit drops, I'm copping it. And again, I'm saying this for all y'all watching this. Go get this shit. Y'all know what I like. I never put you on the whack shit. You know what I mean? Like, look,
Yeah.
here we go. Here's my man. Major props to He Who Hungers for introducing us to Bloody Monk Consortium. Ill shit, ill stuff. Yeah, see, I always put y'all up to good shit.
Yeah. Shout out Neo Space.
Yeah, man. So what's the next shit coming out? Well, the latest thing was it how you say this girl's name, the spirit's name? Because I know her from Darkstalkers. I can't say her name. Hisenko.
He
How you,
yeah. Yeah. He and
you know what
Koan.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the most recent album from the Koan. Gotek put that shit together. I had a couple tracks on that. There's a Wakazashi track on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's already out. That's the most recent from the Koan, I believe.
What
Yeah.
joint? Sorry,
You're talking about Hasten Cold Sleeves, however you say it.
Shinko. Yeah,
Hisenko. That's how you say that name, right?
yeah, Shinko sleeves, I believe.
Hisenko. Yeah, because I only know her because of Darkstalkers.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. She's fucking legendary, man.
Yeah, I used to play that game, and I'm so into like supernatural shit and all that. So I looked her up and like way back in the day. So when you dropped that album, I was like, okay, you know, like that made me attracted to you guys. No homo, attracted to you guys even more. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yo, so that album cover is pretty cool because it's got like the panda superimposed over Shinko herself.
Mhm.
Let's
And so
let's real quick. Sorry, let's specifically shout out Joe Fiel.
yeah,
too.
that's
Joe
exactly.
Fiel Koan. He's the person who does a lot of the cover art for a lot of our shit. He did Shinjuku Spiral.
Mhm.
He did the insanely fucking ill cover for Aoshima Moon Sugar, and he's got a very specific style. You can't miss his steez, and he's fire. So shouts out Joe too.
Yeah, that's exactly you picked the path in which I was going down. Absolutely. Yeah. Big shout outs to Joe Fiel. Super talented artist. Created the logo that you see that is representing me right now. He's a very important, like we were talking about earlier off stream, is a very important part of our branding. You know, like when you see his artwork, it's automatically connected to us. So I think that's very important in hip hop and in kind of ergonomics in general. Is the brand is making something that you either need to just hear or see or feel and connect it with something. And I feel like that's something that we do well.
Let me say something. I just want to say, for me, I think a lot of us involved in the Koan, I think a lot of us are just extremely gifted, and I just feel extremely blessed to be around a lot of the people with me in the Koan. You know what I mean? That's like super tight to me that I get to be involved with all these incredible artists. You know, so I just want to say, I don't know if that sounded corny. I just want to say I love everybody on the Koan and just like thank you for being around. You know.
Nah, man, ain't nothing corny about that, man. That's an ultimate truth right there.
Crate Baptist says shout out to Carmine Moth.
Yeah, shouts out Morth, yo. Shouts out Morth. I was on me and Gosak was on King Corso for a little bit. That is run and I believe created by Carmine Morth. So shouts out him.
Yeah, I think so. But
Rinth, you I'm sorry, you were gonna say something.
No, go ahead.
Rinth, you were the one with the guns, right?
The guns.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point.
No, because I posted something and then we were talking about
No, that's Gosak. You
That's
think of
Gosak.
Gosak with the MK.
Okay, never mind. Okay, see, y'all got so many aliases and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Out of me. Okay, so I gotta get Ghost Hack. That's who I gotta get. I gotta talk to his ass.
Well, that's one thing we were actually talking about. Me, Ghost Hack and Rinth were talking about kind of the confusion that might be relayed due to the amount of groups and names and aliases, and that's something that we kind of wanted to figure out a little bit because in the end, we're under one umbrella of the Koan,
Right.
But there's so many intertwining tendrils of groups and members, and so yeah, a lot of people do get it twisted and confused because it is a winding labyrinth in the end, and I don't blame anyone for getting confused.
That's why I tend to just stick with 7Rinth most of the time. Just keep it simple. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you had a unique name, Rinth, 7-armed labyrinth. So I was
Yeah,
like,
that's still what it is. That's still my full name, but I just call it 7Rinth. Just
yeah,
what it
One-
is.
One of my favorite names in hip hop, man. One of my favorite names. That name is immaculate.
Yeah, it is. That's when because that's kind of what dragged me to you. Because I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, when I first heard that, I'm like, what does that even fucking mean? And then when I started listening, I was like, okay, yeah, this is where it's at right here. What is Crate Baptist saying? He's saying you should check out Vice Versa as well. Carmine Moth is affiliated with the Koan camp as well, I'm pretty sure.
So Vice Versa, as far as I'm understanding or concerned, is Blunted Sultan, aka Carmine Moth. So I think Carmine Moth. I think one's an MC alias and one's a producer alias. It's all the same dude though.
Moth is a legend too.
He's something special, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Blunted Sultan. I think he did some shit with my boy Box Guts. Peace to Box.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're tightly woven for sure.
Yeah.
That whole crew. I mean, that's what's crazy about the underground is it's like that 6 degrees of separation. You know what I mean? Like we're all connected in one way or another.
Yeah. And Box Guts, I know you watching this. I'm getting you next. I'm gonna get you on here. Hip Hop Underground says, don't forget the Oracle alias.
That's not me no more. That was me when I was a little kid. That's when I first started releasing stuff. That was my first alias, but that's still a part of me.
Blame Nash?
No, not Blame Nash. The Oracle. The Oracle is an alias of mine.
Who's Blame Nash? Who's that?
Blame Nash is the person who just said that.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Oracle was actually my first connection with Rinth. That's how I ended up knowing him. That was the name that he was donning when we first started creating like swamp jazz and things of that nature. I always loved that name as well, but I always spelt it A-U-R-A, however you would spell it. I would spell it Oracle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it with the O, but yeah.
It's cool. That's cool. You like it with the O. I like it with the A. It's fine.
So we got A-Sons. I'm not even going to try to say your name. He's saying Rishi G7 should be mentioned as well as Stranded unless he had what?
We already brought up Stranded. Shouts out Rishi too. I fuck with Rishi for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, it's a very deep well of MCs and the community, although somewhat tumultuous. You know what I mean? There is a lot of integral inner kind of beefs and unsaid shit, but like in the end, we all connected in one way or another.
Moriarty, peace from the taxi drivers.
Yo, no doubt, peace, homie. I did a joint with him a couple months back. His name's something wild, I can't remember, but very very cool dude. I think another actually Canadian brother right there. So shout out to all my Canadian brothers.
Yeah, Sonic Paul Baptist. Sonic Paul is another one for sure.
I
was doing some reduxes. Did a redux track from an old Sonic Paul track too. Also, if you haven't checked it out, check out maybe like Lunar Disciple from Sonic Paul. It's one of my favorite joints I ever made. Yeah, there you go.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's
you guys are
there's mad shit, man. It's mad.
Then again, I can't really talk because the needle drop, shout out to him. He said a while back, he was like, yo, the Misanthropik One, I'm wondering if I should get some aliases like that motherfucker. He goes, because I was dropping a bunch of them. And he was like, yo, maybe I should get some aliases like that, dude. So maybe I'm being a bit hypocritical.
It's a double-edged sword, man. Double-edged sword. It really is.
Yeah, man.
It really is. Yo, I wanted to talk about, this is a question I got for you. Yo, you did a review on Silk Road Gunman, correct?
Yeah.
Yo, that's what I thought, man. I knew you were familiar, man. I knew it. I've been thinking that the whole fucking time.
Yes.
I've been thinking it the whole fucking time. Yeah. So I've actually watched numerous of your album reviews, and I think that that's such a cool thing that you do, because you really do. I know you brought us a bunch of new listeners. I know you did. And you know, we as artists, we as artists truly appreciate that. We appreciate your platform. We appreciate, you know, the research that you do, especially research on us. Like, that's, you got to go deep on the research for us. You know what I mean? So we appreciate that. And shout out to Crate for bringing it to your forefront. You know what I mean? But I want to talk about Silk Road Gunman just a little bit, because one of the main members that we forgot is Axe Fix.
Oh my goodness. Yo, the fucking dude.
That one hurts, man. That one hurts to not say that brother's name.
Yeah,
man.
he's the one who produced all the Aoshima Moon Sugar.
Yeah, he produced every track on Aoshima Moon Sugar. He's just a legendary producer, you know, classic lo-fi. So I think that's why you love that album so much, because that album is the epitome of lo-fi. Yeah, in my opinion, it is just like, it is everything that's good about it. And that album's got some serious lore to it, and I'm gonna drop a little bit of unknown science about that album. So I had to bring Doji from, you know, the Nether Realm over to my crib, and so we'll just say he had to cross a border or two, and he might have some priors, you know what I mean? And and so getting him over the border was something that we were pretty worried about, but you know, it was something that we were gonna do. And so I crossed the border, and I waited in like a dirty ass McDonald's parking lot in Detroit, like just some dingy shit. Like I thought I was gonna get hit up for sure. And all of a sudden, like I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, you know, I'm bumping some music, and I see this character. I'd never seen him. I see this character in a full fucking the Okami mask, a giant bubble goose coat, you know, Fly Osiris's. I can't remember the type of those snowboarding pants that he rocks, but like, yo, I just see this like whole character get out of this car. And it was like something from some sort. It was from a Tekashi flick, like straight up. It was the wildest thing, and I was like, you know, it was one of those moments in life that I'll never forget. And we were both pretty concerned about getting him across the border. Anyways, he gets in my car, and we go back over the border to Canada, and they asked us nothing, even though we looked degenerate, delinquent. We looked like we were smuggling a whole bunch of moon dust and a whole bunch of moon sugar in our car. They didn't ask us nothing. They're like, "Yo, what you doing?" We're like, "Oh, you know, this is my homie I met playing Tekken 7 on Xbox, and you know, he's just coming to visit." And they're like, "All right, get out of here." And so we passed through, and I remember that moment of elation. When we're driving, like there's this little section once you get into the country that's still kind of like border country, where like, yo, they let you through sometimes, but then they fucking pull you, right? They come in, all of a sudden you got a bunch of SUVs on you. And so we got through there, and we were just like, yo, like just couldn't believe it. And so our whole plan was to record an EP, 7 tracks, you know, nothing too crazy or whatever. We got a crate from Axe Fix, about 8 beats, and right when we got to my lab, we just started recording. And anyone who knows Ghost Hack knows that he's an avid writer. He truly like crafts his rhymes. Like it's not putting pad to paper, you know what I mean? There is research, there is astral traveling, there was a madness to his science. And so to expect an EP, I think we're like, yo, you're gonna stay for 2 weeks. Dude ended up in my house for like a month and a half, you know what I mean? And actually, I will say a month. And we were getting bent out of shape every day. And in that month, we recorded all of Aoshima Moon Sugar, all of it, which is like insane for anybody that knows how album recording works, especially with this dude. We recorded all of Aoshima in probably about 3 weeks. I mixed it in another 2 weeks, and then that shit was out to the public. And Doji or Ghost Hack hadn't really released much music at that time. So that was the first album to be released on the Koan. And it was one of the most important because it was really hailed by a lot of people. A lot of people thought that album was. I can't tell you how many messages I get that are like, "Yo, I need another Silk Road Gunman album and shit." And it's like,
yeah, dude.
That was magic in a Luger. You know what I mean? That isn't something that you can just. That isn't something you could just do again. I'll tell you, there is something very special in the works. But yo, that album, it was written in like 3 weeks, man. It was a testament to who we are in hip hop and what we here to do.
That's got to be probably the most productive on the Koan, maybe except for Stranded at certain points, but Maness gets down to business.
I get down to business, man. He thought we was just going to chill, go see some women, do some fucking illicits. I was like, nah, man, I'm locking you in this fucking chamber, homie.
I got one from A-Sun saying, Reno. Rhino. Okay, that album? What's the name he produced and beat for the one with Menace?
It's called Shaolin Super Sounds, SUPA Sounds. Yeah, yo, you should check that, Misanthropik.
Dude, I'm gonna check everything, dude. You sent me a bunch of links. I'm like, fuck me, dude.
That one's hard to find. That one's hard to find, so I'll directly link you to that one.
Yeah, send that shit to me. Warcloud 20 says, "Wow, Poison Flowers in here. Big fan. Peace and blessing." I don't think Poison.
Nah. We're his disciples, man.
Yeah.
We're his advocates. We're his speaker right now.
Yeah. There's no. I would love to get him on here.
I was trying to get him in for a little bit here. I
kind of like the enigmatic take that you guys have. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really out there like that, showing your faces and all that shit. That shit is cool with me. I like that because it kind of leaves some mystique. Like, that's what I love about a lot of hip hop that don't, like, with the artwork, like, you don't put your fucking face on the goddamn CD. Like, let the art speak for itself. I've always said that. I love that shit. Hip hop thinker. Yo, dude, what's good, bro? I miss you, man. Love you. Here's A-Sons again. Yeah, that's the one. Shaolin Super Sounds.
Yeah, fucking wild. Because it is. It really is.
Yeah, man. You're gonna have me fucking busy after this. You know that?
Yeah, there's a lot of music, man.
Oh, fuck.
A lot of music.
I'm on my Bandcamp right now, and I got in my fucking shit. I got one by I'm looking at it now. What's my man's name? He's from England. I like him. Tesla's Ghost.
Yeah.
You familiar with him?
Yeah, I know Tesla. Yeah.
And I got one from my man Grim Moses.
Yep.
I love Grim Moses as well. So
TSOI, man, no doubt.
Yeah, TSOI have been out for a while.
Society of Visuals. No.
Yeah, dude, they're another collective, man.
Yeah, that's the Premonist. We were just talking about the Premonist. Me and Rinth are big fans. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Say what you got to say about the Premonist.
Yeah, man. I mean, Premonist, but fucking Sun Scissorhands, I love him so much, but I don't think he wants to drop anything, man, to be honest. Sun, I think he's very, very unique. I mean, all of them are, but Sun sticks out to me.
I'm not familiar. Maybe I need to do some homework.
Yeah, he's one of the mainstays in the group, Rinth. But yeah, yo, Rinth, say what you gotta say about the Premonist, because I want to give him a shout out too. You know what I mean?
I want to say that Prem is one of my favorite producers of all time. That dude is crazy. Fucking many a times eating mushrooms, just bumping his tapes by myself, and hopefully we can do some work together at some point.
I agree. Let's do some work, Prem. You fucking legend, man.
Definitely.
I got a joint with I got 2 joints with Judgment from Society of Invisibles. He's one of my favorites from there, man. He's just pure hip hop mixed with that wild style, man.
And
Really.
and someone I got to shout out what is it? William Quint. I forget how to say your last name, bro, but thank you so much. A few years ago, you hooked me up with the rare cuts from TSOI. There's about like 7 to 9 volumes of that shit. Fucking blew my mind because I've always liked those guys, and fucking ridiculous. Hip Hop Thinker, thank you. Yeah, put this on Gab and Twitter as well. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't blow up more, man. They had a release on Baby Grand. In the prime of Baby Grand releasing underground hip hop, man. And I think they were destined for some greatness, and they are great. But you know, it's a shame that not too much came out of that as a group and as a label and on the labels. I know they toured the fuck out of the States and shit, but I always wanted more music from them. I know I probably even shouldn't say this, but one of the main members, one of the main members isn't doing good, and it's a shame because he's one of my favorite members.
You don't have to divulge anything if you don't want to, you know.
I think it's kind of public knowledge, but Indrid Cold, who's one of my
that's right.
Yeah, one of my favorite members of that group. I won't say no more, but
yeah, man, I forgot he was. Yeah,
it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, I love Indrid Cold, man.
He's a special MC, man. I'll tell you, a little something is they got this joint called the Hack Pack that they got this hilarious video for where they're all up in like tuxedos and they're in like this old like jazz bar. It's Indrid, Moses, and I think it's Sun on the joint. And back in the day before I would rhyme, I have some rituals before I would write. And for a while, one of my rituals was spinning the Hack Pack because it's such a dope video and it's such a dope song. I would always play that and it would get me amped the fuck up to write some dope ass rhymes, man.
George, what's good? People want me to interview Stranded.
Yeah, that won't happen.
No.
Yeah,
very doubtful.
Very doubtful. You want to talk? I wanted Rinth to talk about this, but kind of the mystique that surrounds us and the importance of it, but also I think kind of the detriment of it, because I think the mystique is one of the best things that we have created throughout what we've done. You know what I mean? You can find us if you really want to, but
yeah, I mean, again, I appreciate some of the mystique, especially nowadays where shit is so fucking narcissistic, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just pulled back from a lot of rap, you know. I listen to y'all. I listen to majority underground, dirty shit, Griselda. But, you know, I have my favorites, you know, Vinny Paz, shit like Just Allah, shit like that. But for the most part, I kind of pulled back, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty convoluted market right now. There's great music. There will always be great music in hip hop, but not to fucking overstate a sentence, but it's underground, man. You know, real hip hop is underground. It's the unknown cats that people don't know about.
Who's Lore Creation, Mars?
I think she's just saying like our mystique.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Neo Spades is asking, you guys familiar with Danny Diablo? I know who he is. Nah, you don't know him?
Can't say I do. No.
Yeah, he's damn. What punk rock group was it? Scarhead. He
sounds like he raps fast. I don't know why. I don't know that.
He's with he does shit with he's done shit with Necro before, I believe. He does like I guess you could call it rapcore.
Yeah.
He's more in the New York hardcore scene, you know. I haven't listened to too much of his stuff. I think is he with Crown of Thorns or Scarhead, one of them groups. I forget, because I was heavy into New York hardcore too at one point. But yeah, peace to Danny Diablo. I like his shit as well.
No doubt. Peace. There's so many. That's another thing with hip hop right now is there's so many names, there's so many acts, and a lot of them very good. But I find it troublesome to keep up with a lot of the shit because, I mean, half the time I'm dealing with music, I'm kind of creating. You know what I mean? So I don't really got time to. And that's such a bad statement to say you don't got time. All we got is time, but. You know, I don't find enough time to kind of listen to what's out there because I believe that our core group, anyways, is some of the illest motherfuckers alive. So
yeah, I agree. I'll say that. I think we some of the illest, and also say that a lot of times I don't even want to listen to people. Like I want to remove myself with anything to do with any world I'm currently in. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like so I just want to dip. Go somewhere else, something that nobody's ever heard of, or something like that. You know, shit like that.
There's the Lord Fibonacci. You familiar with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So this dude's saying, I remember Menace from the Wu-Tang Court back in the days.
Back in the days, man. Yeah, I recognize your name, homie. Peace, brother.
Yeah, George. Yeah, everyone's talking about that.
No, man. That's horrible.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to. I want to keep it on the Koan because you know that's a whole totally different topic.
It's just crazy that's one of the two names that I mentioned of just like random hip hop. Yeah, that's fucking that's bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, peace to DMX. You know,
a lot of people wouldn't know this, but yo, DMX is one of my favorite. I love that dude's music, man. I really love that dude's music, man. Like his first two albums, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Like those albums are spectacular. I don't know how good my facts are, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the only rappers, and probably not anymore, but one of the only rappers to go double platinum in the same year, or platinum the same year on two different albums.
That was
fucking insane.
Yeah, that was 98. Those two, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, those albums are special,
immaculate. Man. Yeah, immaculate. So dark, so
emotion. There's that's the thing that I love about Dark Man is his emotion, man. He really puts his soul in the music, and that's something that I try and do as well. And I think that's something we all try to do. And if you ain't doing that, you're doing it fucking wrong. Because because that's what music is. It is the voice of our soul, you know, of our astral bodies. That's all it is.
Crate Baptist says shout to 7 Galaxy.
Big time, man. Much love to 7th Galaxy.
So Etsy says peace, man. That's where I first heard you. I guess he's referring to the Wu-Tang Court.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people first heard me, man. Absolutely.
Mouse 45, Misanthropik One forever. Thank you.
Absolutely, forever and ever.
Yeah. These cats are all okay. Here we go. Lord Fibonacci says these cats are all legends. Cream the Koan.
Yeah. You know, that's the message we want to pass on, you know.
Maga Mouse says Salty Army Florida Division. Like, yeah, damn right. Shout out to Salty, bro. I know he's banned right now. But I'm talking to him, trying to get modded on his other chats. But anyway, bro, shit, I don't know what to say, man, but you guys fucked me up because Menace, when you send me all them links, like that's all I got like on my mind right now. It's like y'all putting like filet mignon in front of me and I'm just ready to fucking eat. That's all I got. I don't even know what to fucking say to you guys because now it's like shit. Now I gotta go listen to this shit and put it on my fucking iPod and God,
you got some treats now, you know.
Yeah,
dude. Oh man, you guys fucked my head up, man.
We'll come back, man. You know, you want to bring us back? Maybe we'll get the elusive ghost hack with us, and
yeah, listen, man, and maybe I'll get my avatar up because I got an avatar, a beautiful avatar that I love rocking with. I used it on what's my man's name? Peace to these are my brothers. They're about to kill me. Speak Your Clout podcast. and I used the avatar, the fucked up face of Derek Todd Lee. You have to look up that composite. It will give you nightmares for weeks. So I use that as my avatar.
Yeah. We don't do the video thing because we believe in that old story of getting your soul sucked out. We don't want to give too much of our imagery to the digital world.
I made that mistake early, but here my ugly ass is.
Yeah, the only thing we want to deliver is the sound waves which reverberate from our music all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because a rhyme I spit 15 years ago is still traveling through the universe right now. Right. It's still fucking traveling.
That's right. Warcloud, thanks for the super chat again. Warcloud 20 says, shout out to Okami, Ghost Hack, and Morlore. Great duos, man.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you again for both super chats, by the way.
It was legendary, man. We're all legendary. You gonna know, man. We got a lot of music coming out. So maybe that's a little route that we could go right now is sooner than later, the much fabled Opium Dens album, which is me and Poison Flowers, is gonna come out. Artwork by Mars Gate. I got something in the works with Seventh Galaxy. Always working on shit with the Basement Dwellers. Monster of the Pond, which is me and 7Rinth. We're working on a little something. Probably fucking 8 other albums that I can't think of right now. But, those are the mainstays right now. Those are what I'm working to get out to the people, of course.
Right. Yeah, listen, man. Shit. Is there... So... Rinth, you got any shit on the horizon that's about to drop? Or
I have like I said, I have this album that I'm making under the alias Willow Tree, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep that name, but it's just that's dope. I got a couple tracks for that, and I just really want to make a new solo 7Rinth album, and of course the Wakazashi album with Gosak.
I was gonna say one of the biggest projects coming out from us.
That shit for like long time. Me and Gosak both have never worked on anything as hard in our entire lives. It's like it's gonna change everything. I feel like when
there's plenty of material on the Wakazashi Jabberwockies out there, whether it's like the adventure demos or music from the album that won't be the same. That's going to be a legendary album. I know that Ghost Hack is working with M80, the A&R, to release.
Yeah, I saw the picture. Yes, I saw that picture.
Yeah,
that one of them was it. Yeah, I think it was Ghost Hack that dropped.
It was him and Monk's Hood, and I mean, legend has it that the down payment for that A&R extraordinaire may have been made with a couple firearms from a dirty freight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? me either. Yeah, I literally meant arms that were on fire. Just chopped off at the elbow, set ablaze.
Chopped off limbs.
Yeah.
Listen, I lost all my guns in a boating accident. So that's all I gotta say. That's all I'm telling y'all.
Oh, it's legendary. It's fucking legendary.
Fuck me, dude. Wow. An hour and 15. It's almost about to be an hour and 15 minutes. Fuck my life, bro.
Yeah. At least you don't gotta edit it. At least
No. This is going straight up. I like it raw, man. Like I like my hip hop, man.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is just on the fucking fly, man. Dude,
yeah, there was a couple things I wanted to talk about, but my mind's a fucking abyss, so I can't really recall what we're gonna talk about.
Here, man, but
we were talking about some bugged out dreams earlier. Like I had a dream that this is my first dream I ever had where I was literally holding like millions of dollars in my hand. It was the weirdest feeling, and then who comes through the door to claim that this money is theirs and whatever, but Ice-T came through the door and was like, yo, I want that fucking money. It was odd, man. It was odd.
Great Baptist says
Cycloban.
Yes, I hate saying that.
I don't know. I probably didn't even say it right. How you say it? How you say it, Rinth? psilocybin. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Marcos, yeah, you're welcome, man. I wanted to chop it up with these guys. I just want to get the visuals out there because I really believe that with this format, more people are used to seeing people kick back and be in their natural state, and a lot of people love that shit, and more people be inclined to buy their shit, and sort of get into the lives of these people without being too personal. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't give too much information.
7 is okay. War Class says 7 is legendary. Peace, bro.
Right, this man is a legend, man. Definitely, you want to talk about influences in hip hop? I gotta say, 7Rinth has propelled me more than a handful of times to step up my rhymes and to just create, man. Like he's just everyone in the Koan is legendary in their own right, man. Everybody brings something different. That's another thing is that I wanted to talk about is that really, like, depending on what you like in hip hop, because we all have our own opinions and it's all subjective. No matter what, if you were to go through the members in which we have, you're gonna like at least one of us. You're going to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because everyone is so individualized and stylized that, like, if if for whatever reason you ain't feeling this, like, you're gonna feel this. It's almost it's a promise, it's a Morlore stamp of fucking approval. It's a promise, man.
Well, that I think that's the way to do it too, because you keep all the love in house. You know what I mean? Because at some point you may not like this one dude, but you're gonna hear a track based off of someone that you like, and you go, okay, maybe I'll go back and give this motherfucker a chance.
Absolutely.
So you got Lord Fibonacci saying, haha, 7th, always in his own realm, ascended masters.
Yeah.
Neo Spades is asking, have you guys played any Def Jam games back then? Vendetta, Fight for NY. If yes, who are your favorite characters?
Of course, man. Of course. Those are classic games. You ever play those, Rinth?
Nah.
You never played those games? Oh my God.
Yo, dude, those were the shit.
Yeah, you could be like Redman and DMX and Ghostface and shit. You just beat the shit out of each other in crowds. Like, it would be like a hip hop crowd, but it's like, games are dope, man. No doubt.
Yeah, man. Lord Fibonacci says, this made my day and I got to run to work soon. Thank you for this podcast. Yo, at any time, bro. I'm trying. That's the way I'm trying to format my shit now. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
thanks
this is
for
dope,
being
man.
here.
This is big. Shouts out.
Ason says something to know. 7Rinth been making spiritual related videos. This is something special.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
Find it if you dare.
Corporal, you've been going wild. We need more pro-blacks on this panel, like Just Allah. Even Aguilar should be here. Well, if it calls for it, I'm opinionated. So if it calls for it, I would love to have Aguilar on here. Shout out to Aguilar. I've been doing this thing for fucking ever.
He's been doing this shit forever, man.
Yeah,
ever.
Dude. I got my hands on his first album, which got shelved. Wrap Your Lips Around This. Fucking retarded album, bro.
You got your hands on that, like a physical copy?
A physical, yeah, because he found a way to press it up.
Damn.
And I didn't even get that shit. And I got it through him, and ridiculous that seeing him grow from that to where he is now. And that dude stays busy, bro. Shout out to Aguilar, man. That motherfucker stays busy, man.
Yo, what's your opinion? I want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah.
I've been since going back to that old story, since my homie brought over that crate of Wu-Tang CDs, I've been collecting compact discs forever. I got a massive collection of hip hop. Massive. So, in your opinion, what do you think about the physical medium in today's day and age? In the sense that, like, again, I understand audio files. They say that CDs are digitized and this and that and the third. But, like, what about the resurgence of cassettes and vinyl? What do you think about that? Because I like all those three mediums. I think they're all great. However, for whatever reason, when it comes to selling physicals, I sell the most cassettes. And I feel like half the motherfuckers that buy cassettes aren't putting those cassettes into cassette decks or Walkman.
Yeah.
So I just love having physical, like the physical merchandise from an artist. And obviously it puts money in our pockets, which is a good thing. But on the other hand, it is something that like it's tangible. You know what I mean? Music's so digital now. And I think that that's kind of it's a little bit of a downfall because one of like the most money I make isn't from streams. I'll tell you that. And it's not about money, but the most money I make isn't from streams. It's from people buying, you know, physical merchandise. Mm-hmm. So what of those three mediums, like what do you prefer?
Well,
and why do you think that cassettes are selling the most?
Okay. Yeah, I've talked about this on my channel. A lot of people were kind of critical of me kind of straying away from like reviewing a lot. And it's because, you know, a lot of shit is being digitized. I like having the physical copy of CDs. That's what I grew up on, and cassettes, but more I lean towards CDs. And I still buy some of them. Like if there's a physical copy of something, I'll try and get it. But you know, a few years ago, my pops came to my crib and he saw all the fucking CDs, and he's like, why you have all this shit? He's like, what's the matter with you? Right?
Yeah, no, a lot of people think it's just like it takes up a lot of space or is cluttered, but I mean, I don't look at it like that.
It does. It's like, I mean, you know, he's like, I have my little, I forget what it was. He's like, all my music is on there, and I'm sort of leaning towards that now. You know what I mean? I love the art. I love opening the CD. I love the smell. I love looking at the artwork, seeing where artists' heads are at and everything. So there's something special about that to me. But you know, like I still want that shit. Like I want a mansion just so I could keep all my CDs. You understand? Shit.
Yeah, I feel that, and it's so odd because like we're going even deeper into like the digital dystopian future. Yeah. Like look at this NFT shit. I don't know if you're up on that, but like we're now selling digital art, singular pieces of digital art to put up in a supposed digital art gallery or what have you, and it's selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
and so it's just pushing away the physical. Like eventually, give it 100 years, humans aren't going to own anything.
Right,
we're going to live in these like small little like suicide rooms that are like, you know, no bigger than the length of a body, and our entire existence is going to be digital. We're going to be digital creatures. And
I'm not really with it.
I'm not with it at all. What do you mean?
I'm going to like New Earth. I'm not going to be here.
Yeah. I keep begging Elon Musk to put me on that rocket ship. I got to get out of here, bro.
Well, I ain't going on a rocket ship. You know,
I'm getting in Merkaba and dipping that way. I don't need a rocket ship. So
I can't do it. But you're asking me about the cassettes.
Yeah.
The resurgence of it. I mean, that just goes to show you that, you know, there's still love for the old, or I guess let's just say vintage. That's a better word. Just to have something, you know, people want to hold certain things. And listen, I'm not putting, like you said, I'm not putting a fucking tape in a tape player unless that's the only way I could listen to it. You know what I mean? Like there's certain dudes, I think Box Guts, we're speaking of Box Guts, I think he did that with one or two of his tracks. Was it Box Guts?
I think that I love that. I love that because for those that don't know, the Silk Road Gunman tape, Ampharobi Goji, which I did with 3 Demon tapes, there's songs on there that are only on the physical medium. And so I think that that's kind of an important thing and maybe enticing is, yeah, sure, if you get the digital album, you get 12, 13 songs. But if you buy the physical, and we hope on our supporters not to put it out in the public, but if you buy that physical copy, you get extra content that, you know, is only available through those physical mediums. And sometimes we don't even say it, right? Sometimes like we just put that shit on there, and those who know. So that's kind of like the last leg that you really got with the physical shit is giving bonus content. Other than the tangible existence of it, you have to give bonus content, or there's no purpose for people buying it unless they're like you and me who want to own the physicals. If someone is that diehard of a supporter, you know, they want every ounce of blood that you've ever put in the music, so they will buy that shit. And we got some crazy merchandise coming out for the Koan. Like we got some stuff coming. I'll just say Kowloon capsules, and people who know like we'll never stop doing physical stuff, because again, it is some bread and butter to us, but it's also because if I was enthralled with an artist, I would want to be able to purchase their shit. You know what I mean? So I haven't fully understood the cassette resurgence. I appreciate it, but like it's kind of an odd thing. You know, I feel like if you're gonna listen, you might as well listen on vinyl. Again, I'm not knowledgeable on the audiophile side of things, but like the CD, because you can put it in your whip, or vinyl because you can just spin it in its true form.
Right.
And I'll tell you, man, the first time I realized how important vinyl was I listened to 36 Chambers thousands of times. But the first time that I went over to my homie's house and he had an OG copy of it, and he put it on vinyl on a good sound system, and I was hearing things that I had never heard on songs that I heard 1,000 times before. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. So I understand the resurgence of vinyl. I appreciate the resurgence of cassettes, but I'll always be putting CDs out too, because I still believe there's people like us out there that want those compact discs.
Yeah, man. There's definitely a market out there. I'm a sucker for it. So I guess I'm speaking for a lot of people. Again, shout out to Mike from Speak Your Clout podcast. He's another one. That's my brother from another mother. He loves his physical shit. Same here. I mean, I'm good. I keep saying it. I got to do an updated video showing how much shit I got. It just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, people want to see that, man. People love that.
It's wild, man. I got so much shit that it just doesn't even make sense anymore.
Yeah.
Just look at this fucking guy. Would y'all be willing to put a little bit of your armpit hairs in each CD as a bonus?
Yo, shouts out Boyles. Boyles is
big shout out to Boyles.
You know who that is?
There's a lot of legends around.
There's a lot of legends up in this chat, man. We ain't giving them enough props, but we know a lot of these people. He actually did the artwork for Cerebral and Celestial.
Dude.
Yeah, he's the dude. He's hilarious. He's ridiculous. As far as armpit hairs, homie, I don't know, but with every piece of physical merch, whether it's a shirt or a CD, I'm sure you got some of my doggo's hairs on them. So next best thing.
War Cloud says, "Can't wait to hear more of Morlore."
There's plenty more.
My man George says, "For me, physical releases are like a little portal back in time. With certain discs in my room, I feel taken back to the time where I first bought and heard them. You don't get that with digital." Exactly. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
like Vinny has said that, like certain music brings you back in time.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the artwork. Like I could pick this up and know exactly where the fuck I was when I got it. It's
like I was saying earlier, man, music is a time capsule. It's like one of those things that like we physically bury things in our backyard and call them time capsules, but there's no realer time capsule than a piece of music, man.
Exactly.
There's certain songs that I can listen to and it will bring me back exactly to a moment in time, or like a scent or not many things have the ability to create that type of nostalgia. Not many things do.
A-Son, yeah, thank you, A-Son. Yeah, that's why I wasn't putting those comments up. Thank you. It's ridiculous. I love y'all, but come on, bro. Now's not the time for all that shit. People getting a little bit
getting rowdy out there.
Yeah, a little bit socio-political. I'm just like,
Yeah,
it's not dissing y'all. It's just talking about some other shit.
you
Yeah.
you won't find me talking about too much of that shit. I'm very spiritual and I'm very connected, but
you try to be the next level, yo. I feel that.
I just, I let my music speak. And sometimes my music, we say some real foul shit, and sometimes we say some real spiritual shit. Y'all can take what you want from it. You know what I mean?
Yo, my fault. I'm just thinking. I was just thinking for a second. I zoned out, but yeah.
Yo, you're on your own astral plane, homie. Special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit. Fuck me. I don't even know what else, man. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
30 minutes, bro.
Like we said a lot. You know what I mean?
Good, but let me say this. Oh, here we go. The Koan is raw, real hip hop.
Ask anybody in the comments got any like final questions, anything like that?
Yeah. Anybody got anything for these guys? Because my mind is fucked up right now.
Absolutely. Let's take some audience questions.
Yeah, man. I'm getting all these texts. Hold on. Yeah, I guess Europe tour when.
Man. When it really pops off, man. I think that's all of our destinies. We want it to manifest, but only time will tell. I was supposed to go on a real rugged tour with Esk Records for Galaxy Cloak. I think it was like,
yeah, I think he was telling me that I might have been able to go or something too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, you were requested. Sorcery Orchestra was
it's too fucking bad.
But yeah, I got in a near fatal car accident right before I was supposed to get out. Some drunk driver fucking, this is a cool story, I guess, if we consider death cool. I was about to go on tour with Esk Records. Shout out to Kurt Travis, Sorcery Orchestra, all my people over there, man. They've always held me down. And driving home from like a real late night overtime shift, because I still work like a regular person, and I got hit by a drunk driver, and he fucking smashed a couple pieces in my back. Like my back got really fucked up. And this is like an unexplainable thing, but he hit me at like 140 kilometers. I don't know what that translates to in miles, but it's fast. It's like faster than you're allowed to drive on a highway. And he fell asleep at the wheel. And my head hit the steering wheel, and I was only unconscious for like 3 or 4 seconds, but in that 3 or 4 seconds, it was like this really long eternity. And what I saw was the only thing I can really relate it to is like in the first Matrix, when Neo first wakes up and he's like in all those capsules. It's like the Sentinels are like unplugging people and sending them down to I forget what the place is called. All I saw was these like billions of capsules of like people just like laying dormant. Like it was like we were all in a simulation. Again, I'm not fully on that shit, but that's what I saw when I was like half dead. I saw this
Wait,
wall.
I zoned out for a second. So you said you woke up and you was in a pod like that? I never seen Matrix, believe it or not. But
essentially, when I got knocked out, I went to a different realm. I got knocked out and I went to a different realm. I was only out for like 3 or 4 seconds, my girl said, but it was like an eternity. And I wasn't in one of the pods. It was almost like I was one of the Sentinels looking at all of the pods of people that were asleep. It was fucked up, dude. And I woke.
It is, yo. Reality is way stranger than fiction. I know.
Way stranger.
Way stranger.
So we got Marcos asking, when will we see more instrumental works by 7?
At some point, I have alternate dream version of New York. I would probably say you'll probably get an album of like half beats and half raps soonest.
Okay.
Yeah, I always think that's
All
a
the
cool
beats
concept.
will be by me, but half of it I'll be rapping on or something.
I think that's something that Rinth does pretty well is kind of orchestrating albums. That's another thing that we really take pride in at the Koan is we don't just slap a bunch of tracks together and call it an album. You know what I mean? We really take our time in crafting. And I think one of the most important things that people overlook in albums is track listing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's meant to flow. It's meant to flow. And Rinth is very good at putting albums together.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna give this little. Go ahead, Rinth.
Boils, I just dropped Invisibility Cloak Redux. Check that shit. Sonic Paul Invisibility Cloak Redux. I know you heard the original, and it's extended with extra lyrics and stuff. That dropped like not even a week ago, so you got that for now.
All right, so that you saw that question. All right, so Lil Ryder, I have some questions as to what thought went into the
Aphotic.
Yeah.
I don't know what picture he's talking about. Aphotic Vortex, by the way, is me and Stranded, or me and
okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Like I said, you guys are give me shit and fucking me up, dude.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! There you go.
I don't know what picture you mean, but
I think it's probably the title track that you guys, the first one you release is the one I'm picturing, but I'm not sure when he's referring
like the
to.
owl. I don't know what this dude is talking about.
So, I heard you guys collaborated with Killer Priest. Is that true?
Absolutely. Me on Opium Dens, the long fabled album. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that, but yeah, there's a track with me, Ghost Hack, and Killer Priest, and let me tell you, man, it is something special. We didn't know what type of priest we were gonna get, whether we were gonna get Sons of Man, Flaming Swords, real ignorant priest, or like real spiritual priest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to tell you that we got super ignorant priest on it, and it is hard as fuck, man. It is,
bro.
I love Priest, one of my favorite artists of all times, man. Shout out to him, man.
Oof, heavy mental to this day. Fuck my life, dude.
Yeah, I could listen to that album anytime.
Neo Spades, what are some gritty rap metal groups each of you would recommend? Well, I haven't listened to. Oh no, I could give you one. I'm sorry. What the fuck's the name of it? Fire from the Gods. That I've been listening to them.
Okay.
Lately.
What is rap metal?
It's like how would I put it? It like someone brought up Danny Diablo before. I would kind of throw some of his tracks in there. It's basically like you'll have
fusion.
a band.
It's a fusion.
Yeah, it's like people called it new metal. Some of them bands fall into that. Rapcore. How would you put? What's a band that you a good?
So I'm gonna say one. Only because I was heavily compared to it when I did Galaxy Cloak, and I'd never heard of the group before. But a lot of people, because I think it's California based. Which is where that album kind of represented from, was a group called Vice Grips. And yeah, so I mean, I'm sure there's fans of them out there. I'm pretty sure they're pretty big. But yeah, I think Vice Grips would be considered rap metal, but I don't really listen to that personally. Like I'm a huge fan of Ill Bill and Vinny Paz, and I have not listened to Heavy Metal Kings just because I don't know. I like strings. I like guitar strings, but I don't really like like really grungy like guitars and hip hop.
Well, Heavy Metal Kings was more. It was just that was just their name. It wasn't like a rap metal based type.
Was it not? See, I thought I heard a couple songs from it that were quite rap metal. I could be wrong.
I wouldn't. Well, maybe there was like sample based, but it wasn't like they were running around with touring with a band or anything.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, A Son. Thank you. I got one for Ice Koan. Did y'all smash any Japanese hoes in that class? What the fuck?
Yo, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth, baby.
Let's see what else is going on here. Let me see. Let me get some questions. I'm spacing on astral plane. Yo, how about what inspires your lyrical subjects, ideas, disposition on that next level come from? Also, concepts EGs create around albums and lore.
Go ahead, Rinth.
Yo, I'm gonna say honestly, I'm pretty roasted right now, so I don't know. If
You can't go that deep, huh?
I don't know. I just kind of pick from experiences, real life, quote unquote real life. I gain a lot of influence from things I watch and read. Concept wise, I think it's one of those things where it's not for me. Concepts aren't usually dwelled upon for a long time. It's just like an idea will just like enter into my enter into my cipher and I'll run with it. I haven't been doing as many concept tracks lately because they are much harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to stay on. That's what I like. You got to stay on point.
Yeah, I've just been doing straight up hip hop lately, man.
Right.
I've just been writing.
George asks, have you watched the Snyder cut of Justice League? The theatrical version was high key trash. This new cut is way better. Yeah, listen. Personally, I've been hearing that, and I got to get around to watching that shit. Yeah, I saw the one in the theater. Yeah, it was shit. But you guys,
honestly, the only DC movies I've really seen were the two of the three Batmans, and then I seen a bit of Suicide Squad, and I've only ever seen one Marvel flick. I'm a huge comic fan, but it's more like graphic novels. It's not like the classic, comics. So no, I haven't seen it. I mean, it's been buzzing, but I mean, if you look at my comic collection and graphic novel collection, there's a bunch of like manga, like Junji Ito or Swamp Thing or Preacher,
right.
Or what are some of my other joints? Hitman, which is like low key. Like, yeah, I see you wearing that Punisher hat. I think, Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis is one of my favorite writers as far as comics go. He did this joint called Preacher. I don't know if you've read it.
Preacher.
Yeah. Preacher was my shit, man. It was absolutely mind blowing.
I don't know if the show came out, but there were AMC.
It did. It was a season. I only watched an episode or two. I really I was kind of off put by it. I don't think they really stayed too true to the source material. And I can't remember the dude's name. The Preacher looked pretty good, but his like vampire homie, I forget his name now. I can't believe I do. He looked more like Duke Nukem than he did than the character in the book. And he was, I don't know. I didn't like the way he was portrayed. But yeah, I love graphic novels and shit, but I'm not too big on the cinematic universes of these things. I much prefer to read personally.
Etsy says make 7th and Trillion happen as well.
I want that to happen as well, trust me. So Trilion's one of my favorite MCs. So we'll see.
Mars says I would love to hear more unofficial 7Rinth over Lewis Parker beats. Yeah, Lewis Parker's dope.
Yeah, that'll probably happen. Shouts out Lewis Parker. I fuck with that dude a lot. Instrumentals.
Let's see.
What joints by Lewis Parker? What one did you do by him?
I dropped Conoco's Direction. That was the most recent one.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool for sure.
And, Lewis Parker beats are some of the first beats I ever rhymed on ever. Like when I was like 16.
Really?
Yeah, just took his instrumentals.
Hip hop on Candiria. Yeah, that's a perfect example of like rap metal. Yeah, they dope, but they like next level though, because they're like rap metal jazz. Like they're on some other shit. Shout out to Candiria. George says the new 13 with Pharoah Monch on it was a fusion of hip hop and rock though. Yeah. I'm
gonna just straight up say this: Pharoah Monch top 3 MCs all the time.
Yeah, he's
insane. I mean, my list changes all the time, but like I don't know too many that can out-rhyme Pharoah Monch. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, Killer Priest podcast is fairly new. He had a legend as spiritual reality descriptor teacher, Santos Bonacci on recently. Good-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of Priest's podcast. Again, a little bit too spiritual for me. Again, not that I'm adverse to that, but I want to see, if I'm watching Killer Priest, I want to see him bring some of like the legends on. I want to hear him talk about hip hop and shit like that.
Nano's asking, any more diss tracks on that Carbon copy? Nico.
Past that question. No more.
All right.
No more. No more for that. No
Okay.
more for that. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. All right. Shit. Fuck me, dude. I'm just glad that you guys took some time out of your day to come and fuck with me.
Yeah,
I want people out here buying your shit. I've said it in the beginning, I said it in the middle, and I'm saying it right now. Get out here, go buy Ice Cream Koan's shit. All right. Please go out there and support great goddamn dirty fucking hip hop.
And search through all the members, man, because there is literally endless amounts of music that we have.
I'm about to go on and get some
endless
shit. Oh God. That's where my mind's at right now. So
yeah. Well, we
like wondering why I'm just like, I'm just like, God, I gotta go and buy this shit now.
Good. No,
oh
thank
man.
you for having us and everything. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And Crate. Oh, here we go. This is a good way to end it. Shout to Menace and Rinth. Big up, Tropic. Cheers, boys. Yo, Crate, love you, bro. You always sending me some real shit. Mars, respect to you. Love you, man.
Respect, man.
Yeah, man. A-Sun. Yeah, I'm gonna have you guys back up here, possibly to promote,
absolutely
whatever new shit you got. You always got a place here. Love you guys, love your music.
Yeah, we want to say thank you very much for having us out and helping spread our name to the populace, our poison to the populace. It means a lot to us. Your platform is exactly what hip hop needs. It's a very unique and special lane that we all stay in. And I think it's very important that, brothers help brothers, man. And so, yeah, it's an honor to be here. The whole Koan is here with us in Seoul. Ghost Hack's probably on the ceiling somewhere in Michigan on an asylum wall. You know what I mean?
I'm getting you, bro.
Michigan.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we feel the same way, man. Fully reciprocated. Thank you very much for having us out.
Thank you.
All right, man. That's it? War Cloud. Much love to you guys. Keep making dope music.
Just check out the links that our brother here posts and stay up with us. We got plenty of new material coming out, some crazy physical material coming out soon. And this is what we do, man. This is our heart. So, much love.
Yeah, man. Go to the links. They're all down there. Don't be cheap, you fucks. Buy shit.
Right. Or if you ain't gonna buy it, put our shit on loop on stream. You know what I mean? Try to get us some extra cents out there. You know what I mean?
That's it, man.
Thank you, Misanthropik. It's good.
All right, we're gonna come back on, and when you're ready to drop shit, we'll set it up, and you know the deal.
Let's do it, man.
All right, love y'all.
Love you, brother. Peace.